Hi, JD. Pleasure to meet you.
Same here.
So tell me about your use of this new technology, hydrogen and water. Many people don't understand why have hydrogen and water.
Right. Well, the hydrogen molecule is the smallest molecule in the universe.
Okay.
And our body constantly utilizing oxygen and the food to generate energy in the mitochondria.
Right.
But at the same time, body also generates free radicals.
Okay.
And excessive free radicals can be damaging to the cell.
Right.
And contributing to what we call oxidative stress, which is really the foundation of chronic inflammation, aging cells, and the mutation of the DNA, and generating cancer.
Well, they even say that I've heard more now that they're calling all diseases, or most of them, are based on mitochondrial dysfunction.
Right.
Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely. So where the hydrogen molecule comes in, because it is smallest molecule in the universe. Doesn't matter you breathe in or you drink the water that has hydrogen molecule in it.
Right.
It goes right into your mitochondria and neutralize the hydrogen, neutralize the free radicals.
I didn't know that.
And reduce that oxidative stress
right.
and inflammation. And it's so powerful. And it's so, with no side effects.
What about, what about using that in a hyperbaric chamber? Is there any benefit, you think? Or
yeah, the people always kind of associate hydrogen with oxygen, but hyperbaric chamber is useful in certain scenarios where part of the people, like say you have terrible wound,
yes,
or you have stroke,
right,
or you post-stroke, or somewhere you need more oxygen supplies.
Right.
However, generally speaking, we're body not lack of oxygen because we're breathing it all the time.
Right.
But hydrogen is what we were missing.
Would the extra atmospheric pressure, though, of a hyperbaric chamber, would it be helpful in any way?
Yeah.
So there could be combination therapy that could be helpful.
Right. So the hydrogen molecule, if oxygen helps produce energy,
right,
then hydrogen will clear up the waste.
Oh, okay.
That's how you look at it. That's how you look at it, right?
Yeah.
Because we are constantly producing energy. That's how we survive and function. But our cleansing system is deteriorating.
Okay.
And we accumulate a lot of waste that eventually damage the mitochondria, the cell, and so on, all tissue and the organ. Right. So hydrogen will neutralize that, will clean up those oxidative waste. And that's what it is.
Now, now I'm very, very familiar with red light therapy as we've developed the technology that we have. But we found that red light therapy can be very useful in inflammation reduction, several other mechanisms, but also lymphatic drainage. Would that also play a part with what you're saying? With once the body utilizes the hydrogen, is it possible that this could help? To also use the red light therapy? Do you know about the red light therapy, or what do you know so far?
Yeah. Well, before I answer the question, let me finish up what the important issues with hydrogen molecular therapy. Because when people hear our conversation, they go online, they begin to search. Then they will immediately
watch out what you see on the some is good, some is not so good.
Then they are going to be overwhelmed with so many information products. You have hydrogen tablets, you have hydrogen water, hydrogen generator, you name it. Because science is so strong, so everybody wants to capitalize on that.
Right.
But this is where you should be very careful.
Okay.
Because to make hydrogen molecular therapy useful and safe, you have to have a purest hydrogen production.
Right.
You can absolutely produce nothing else at the same time.
Okay.
And you have to be high concentration.
Okay.
To be useful. So it is a medical device in Japan. So we utilized a machine that meet the medical device level to for our patients or customers or whatever. So this is just a warning for that, and therefore don't hear us, then go online and buy things, then come
the
back.
first thing you come on Amazon for $50, right? That's going to do the job.
Then they come back, so Dr. Young, I tried, it didn't work, Of course, that's not. So if you really, anybody interested should talk to us, contact us and we'll give you more details.
Yeah.
Because that's critical. Back to your red light therapy.
Yes.
Okay. If we are thinking hydrogen, they have in my integrated medicine, I have developed my own model to make sure our medicine is comprehensive. So the model is called the ACES model.
ACES model, okay.
ACES.
Okay.
And A stands for the anatomy, about the body structure. C stands for chemistry.
Okay.
Okay. E stands for energy.
Okay.
And S stands for soul.
Soul.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So that's simple, right? So if you think about hydrogen molecules, it's between chemistry and energy, right?
Okay.
Because it's a gas.
Right.
And it neutralizes, it affects the mitochondria where the cell produce energy, right? Red light is definitely the energy.
We've got the energy.
You got the energy part, right? And you are intervening the body through an energetic intervention.
Right, so we're pumping the red light into the brain,
right?
Near infrared.
So if we in our ACES model, you fall into E, okay?
The energy portion.
Yeah, so you're part of my integrated medicine, okay? Family, if you will. And so it intervenes the body energetically, but when the body energetically improves, it chemically responds.
Right.
So therefore, you will see the chemical consequences of energetic intervention.
Right.
Same like acupuncture. When people do study on acupuncture, because they don't know how acupuncture works.
Right.
They just measure what they know. So they measure your endorphins, your neurotransmitters, your hormones, your cytokines. That's what they measure. They find, if people get acupuncture, they produce this, they produce that chemically.
Mm-hmm.
So same thing with your red light therapy. They don't know what exactly energetic intervention result is, but they can measure the biochemical consequences. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
So the value, you say, it reduces inflammation, blah, blah, blah. So that's the biochemical, results of it.
Okay.
But the real power of red lights is not at biochemical level. The real power is how they energetically interact with body's energetic system.
Okay.
That part was yet to be demonstrated.
Right. We need more, definitely much more research.
But energetic interventions are always more powerful than chemical interventions.
Really?
Of course. Because think about nuclear weapon and chemical weapon. Which one is more powerful? Think about it. Right?
All right. Okay.
So, but also human energy is more sensitive. If I want to attack you physically, I have to touch you, right?
Yeah.
If I want to hurt you chemically, I have to poison you.
Okay.
But if
Not today, by the way.
Yeah. But if I want to affect you energetically, I just need to say something mean, or raise my voice, or give you a dirty look.
Right.
You're gonna feel it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So that's how sensitive energy is.
Wow.
And that's why therapies like acupuncture, red light therapy, they're powerful.
Right.
Because they're interacting.
Now, how about, so we're going to continue this soon, because I am so glad I got a chance to meet you, JD. You have yourself a great day. And wasn't this a fantastic event at the IMA? Yeah. It's been to meet all the medical doctors and researchers and other people that really want to make a difference in this world.
I really enjoyed it.
Thank you very much.
Okay, it's a pleasure.
All right. Yeah, it was a pleasure.